world-renowned motivational speaker. Now he is what's Dad Talk with him and his princess that I catch on TikTok. And hey, learning something all the time. That is so enlightening, guys. And so, without further ado, I'm going to get out of the way and bring on our own Coach Dan, Pastor Dan, Dad Dan, motivational speaker Dan, absolutely awesome friend, nephew, partner. I love you, guys. Take it away.
What's happening? What's happening? God morning. You know what? I need to take you on the road with me. You ought to. I got a flight to catch at 1 o'clock headed to Houston, and so I think
I'll
you
be
should
there
go
because
with.
I got some business in Houston with Dr. Ross, and then there's a restaurant of a renowned chef that I want to go to, and I spoke those words last night. So I'm gonna meet you at the airport. Take it away,
Well,
Coach.
meet me at the airport and text me the name of that restaurant.
I will.
Um, Certainly, we thank and praise God. To God be the glory for all of the things that He continues to do. I am grateful for being able to continue now for more than more than 5 years of sharing every week with my once Wakana, now Akana family. And so just super excited about possibilities. I'm super excited about possibilities. Everything that you can ever think, everything that you could ever imagine, everything that you could ever contemplate is possible. It's possible. That means that there is a chance that it can happen. It means that the law of that there's a law that exists that will suggest that it is achievable. But possibilities are always going to be possibilities until we step into the reality of what it takes for the possibility to be manifested in our lives. Many times we have dreams, many times we establish goals, many times we say that we're going to do certain things and we're going to achieve certain things, we're going to become millionaires and all of those things. And I believe that it's all possible. But what I also understand is that just because it's possible does not necessarily mean it's probable for every person. Because the probability of the possibility becoming a reality is going to require your participation in the process, and how you participate in the process is ultimately going to determine the outcome of such process that you are participating in. And so the question becomes, as we convene here once again this morning in the Diamond Factory, the question becomes, as we have awakened at 8 o'clock Central Time, as we have awakened 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some of those at 6 o'clock on the West Coast and 7 o'clock in the mountains, the question becomes, how are you going to cause your possibilities to become probable in your life? How are you going to do it? The goals that are being set for your business, how are you going to achieve those goals? The dreams that you have for your life, how are you going to accomplish those dreams? And it is the absence of the how that causes possibilities to simmer to only dreams and never become a reality, because there is a corresponding how to every dream and every possibility that you have. And so as we explore the how, Many of you, we've learned when we came into, when we first came into Akana, we've learned when you first get into business and things of that nature, what's your why? We hear things like your why has to be big enough. And we hear that your why becomes the motivating factor in order for you to ultimately push through the pain that the process is going to ultimately present as you go through it. Because every process requires a push, and every process comes with pain, and you have to have a why that's big enough in your life to push through the pain as you go through the process if you're ever going to achieve the promise. Now, here's what we have to understand. But we have to understand the how is going to take a certain level of intentionality. That means you're going to have to become intentional on your possibility becoming probable in your life. Now, what is the intentionality? How do I intentionally begin to manifest the possibilities so that they can become my reality? How do I intentionally do it? Number one, you must become an expert. What does that mean? When you are considered an expert, that means that you have authority, you have a command, you have a sense of understanding of how something works. We're in the health and wellness industry. You must become an expert in the health and wellness industry. And in order to become an expert, you have to commit yourself to learning. So number one, commit yourself to learning. Commit yourself to learning. Learn everything that you can learn. Number two, not only commit yourself to learning, but commit yourself to the process. Every system has a process. It has a sequence. A lot of times we're not successful because we don't follow the system. We don't follow the order of things, the sequence, the order of things. Systems and sequences equal success. So you got to commit to learning. And once you commit to learning, you got to commit to following the process, the system. And yes, you may say, well, I can do this, I can do that, but the system works. You're in an industry that have functioned off of a certain system that have made billions and billions of dollars over time because the system works. Number one, commit to learning. Number two, commit to the system. Number three, commit to consistency. Some of us, we don't see what we desire to see because we're not consistent. You hear me say this all the time. You got to do the right thing consistent enough, long enough, and eventually be enough. If you're ever going to achieve anything over a period of time, and we tell you that this run that you're on is not a sprint, but it's a marathon that have moments of sprinting activity. And sometimes, so when you're on a marathon and you're running and it's a long journey ahead, and you're competing in a marathon, there are moments, because you're competing with time, there are moments you may have to sprint in the process in order to recover some time, in order to properly position you or get the momentum that you need to win. But if you're doing the right thing consistent enough, long enough, it will eventually be enough. If you're following the system on a consistent basis, you will begin to see that the system works if you work it. How many calls are you making a day? How many new people are you introducing your business to a day? How many text messages are you sending out a day? How many Facebook posts are you posting a day? How many Instagram posts How many TikTokers are you talking a day? Does your next door neighbor know what you do? How many times have you told them? How many times have you refreshed your top 100 list? It's the system. The system works if you work the system. So the next piece is you got to commit yourself to work. And I'm not saying this in any sequential order. You could scramble them the way you need to scramble them to make sense to you. You got to commit yourself to work. Get your screen time. Look at your screen time. I want y'all to look at your screen time. I want you to tell me, out of all the time you spent on that screen, how much was it of work? How much was it of what? Working to make your dream come true, turn your possibility into reality. But how much time was it spent watching everybody else's reality because they did the work? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Achieving your goals is possible. The possibility becoming your possibility becoming your reality is possible. Living the life that you desire to live is possible. But it's going to take your commitment to it. You know what else is going to take your commitment through it? You got to commit to it, and you got to commit through it. Because there's going to be moments in your life, there's going to be moments in your process that the pain may feel like it's not worth it. You have to commit through it. There's going to be some heart decisions that's made with your heart. There's going to be some hard decisions that's made with your head as you commit to this process. At the end, those of you that's willing to commit, all you're going to do is win, 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 win. Because the system is designed to win. And so I trust and pray that this morning, that this moment, time that we've had together will help you. Hey, listen, Miss Phyllis was telling you all of the stuff that's happening all over the world. Y'all pray for me. I just got home Saturday. I was in Atlanta all week. I'm flying out again this afternoon at 1 o'clock. I'll be in Houston till this upcoming Saturday. I come home for 4 days and I'm flying to the Middle East for another event. And so you guys be praying for me. Follow me and my princess on TikTok. It's Hey Dad 5. Hey Dad 5. It's HEYY. Dad 5. I'm certain that there'll be moments of inspiration, motivation that'll help you in your psychological and emotional journey to succeeding and ultimately winning in every aspect of your life. DanDJohnson.com. You'll find me there as well. I love y'all, and I love y'all for real. Till next time, as always, prosper.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And what I love about the Hey Dad series, guys, is that it's talking about two different generations and getting a perspective from both. And that is very enlightening because we need to know what's going on. So when I listen, I get to listen to Dan's generation and I get to listen to Rachel's generation. And by doing that, we all learn and become better. So that's a good time and a good thing to tune into. And what you did, Dan, this morning, I think you were in my head because I'm building a new list. I'm going to build a new team. Not that the existing team is going anywhere and I'm not sharing with them, but it's time for some new blood to show the system, the whole system of Akana and how it works and how it's now time that people really really do need us and what we offer at Iconic. So with that being said, guys, it is Tuesday. I don't know if Dr. Betty is on the line to share with you what, yeah, she's right here, what she's going to be doing tonight. But Dr. Betty, would you share?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yes, we are going to complete, finally, our series on water tonight. And then if we have time, we will start jumping into some issues on CBD, some information on CBD. And we'll probably start with the water soluble. How about that? Since we're doing water. Okay, and that is it. Bring your questions, concerns, and your friends and guests. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we thank you, Dr. Betty, and tune in tonight, guys. Get your clients, get your customers, let them learn about the benefits of water, our water soluble, so that they can say, hey, that's another product that I want to try. Never tried it before. You know what, Dr. Betty? I have not had water soluble in a long time, and I think I'm going to order me some. As a matter of fact, guys, remember that we have those specials going on, and you want to definitely partake in those specials. And so, Dr. Betty, I heard you say something. Did I cut you off?
Dr. Betty,
No.
Can I get your phone number? I want to send you something.
Yes. 312 771 6112.
6112. Thank you. Yes.
Is that Royal? Okay.
Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
Okay. So with that being said, guys, you know what my word is. Go out and push. And Dan, thank you very much. And somebody else is calling me, I think. Who is that? Is it? No. Okay. Go push. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Bye. Where's Dan? I'm going to send you this restaurant. You know I am.